The adventure has already begun to turn into a crap show, a horse apple show. For 2 months, I've been putting money from my account onto my credit card via online banking. For 20 years, I only went to the bank to get my money. And this time, 2 months ago, I decided I'm going to be like everybody else and do online banking. And the result is I am not able to access any of my money right now. I'm in the state of Indiana, and I have money in the bank. Now, I don't carry cash with me while traveling. I don't carry cash with me ever. That way I don't spend it feverishly. And in spite of that, I'm still stuck because capitalistic greed. I have no idea why all of the sudden today, when I go to fill up my tank, now luckily I only drove for half a tank before I stopped, and I can't fill up my money. My card has money on it, and I can't get it for some reason. So I call, and they tell me, "Oh, Mr. Malillo, but we can't give you your card right now. Your money is processing." I said, "It's been processing for 2 months, and immediately I have access to it. Suddenly, I don't have access to it." Some people are like, "It's a block." I asked the lady, "Is it blocked?" "No, Mr. Malillo, it's not blocked." Okay. So I'm stuck, waiting until the morning time. Luckily, this happened where there is still fifth thirds in the states that I'm traveling through, and not in Arizona, because I did route where my bank was to make sure that when I get to Arizona, I can get money out of the bank, which I can't. So I have to have a certain amount of cash with me, which I don't like having, again, because things can go very wrong when you carry cash on you, like losing your wallet. God forbid somebody robs me. I don't get the correct change back. I drop money. I don't like using cash. Now I'm forced to use cash because the system is processing my money and not giving it to me, but it took the payment out of my bank, which is amazing. It'll take the money right out of my account, but not put it on the card for 3 to 4 days. Again, for 2 months, it's put it on immediately. So right now, I'm stuck in Indiana, waiting until 9 a.m. to go and get cash from my bank, which I don't like. I don't like it. I planned my trip in accordance with staying and utilizing my card only. I don't use cash. And I'm stuck. Manually, they don't take cards to where a friend of mine can let me use their card so I could continue on my journey and towards the Grand Canyon. And I asked the lady, I said, "Hey, when does the money going to be on my card?" "Oh, Mr. Malillo, it should be 24 hours, 1 business day." And I'm like, "Hello, Fulton." And I'm like, "So I'm going to have my money by Friday, correct? Because that's where by Friday is I need to be in Arizona. So I need the money that's mine, that I paid for, that I worked for and put on my card there by Friday. I need you to give me a guarantee it'll be there." And they're like, "Oh, it should be." And I was like, no, 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 no. I need a guarantee my money's good. It should be there by Friday. And I'm like, so again, I have to sit in Indiana tonight, which I didn't want to do. I was kind of hoping to blow through this state until I can get my money. It drives me nuts. Can I ask what you were doing? Yes, you can. You don't have to ask a question. Just ask the question, bro. I am running a YouTube channel called As Jim Sees It. It started out as a comedy channel. Wasn't getting the views. So after having a dream where a tree talked to me, I decided I'm going to go back to the van life because I lived in a bus for 3.5 years at one point. So I got a van, converted it, and I've created a how-to convert a van into a home. You can go and subscribe to the channel, check that stuff out. That is a plug, yes. But if you don't want to, no big deal. It's also a channel to entertain you, the viewer. What I'm doing is going to the Grand Canyon to hike it. The whole thing. Fulton, you're the man! Woo! Subscribe to the channel, all right! I'm going to hike the Grand Canyon. I'm going to have live feeds. Hope, please pray with me, my friends, that I can upload live feeds going down the Grand Canyon for you to see, because it's a beautiful, scenic path that I'm going down called Bright Angel Trail. I'm going with my friend Mark and his girlfriend, Lilia Eldama. Hello! That's a great name. So is Fulton. You guys do have some really badass names. Where are you from? Anyhow, so I'm going down the Grand Canyon. Then my hope is to meet Bob from the Cheap RV Living channel and show my bus conversion, which I have to finish a couple parts for. It's 75% done. I was going to get the rest done on the road because I have a month and a half till I meet him. And then I'm going to go to Florida, where I have a job at a gym, and I'm going to do how to live the bus life. See what happens, right? So that's where we're at right now. But as life can be so tricky, who knows what could happen, right? Maybe I'll hit the lottery. That'd be awesome. Then I'd travel around in a boat and keep it on the YouTube channel. I'd be like, woo! Driving around in a yacht, just around the world, man. I'm just putting it on YouTube. So, whatever. So yeah, that's what the channel's about. In the description, I'm not gonna lie. I had an idea of what I wanted the channel to be: music upload, art uploads. I'm an artist and a musician and electronic musician, and I write poetry. I don't really put the poetry out there. I just do that because it's really good for my mind. It helps me to focus. I like to see the perspective of. I like to try to express how I experience life, mainly through like nature and feeling, in poetry. But I don't really put that out. That's just something I try to do every day. I mean, maybe I'll put it out. I don't know. Somebody told me to use the electronic music to put the poetry to, so I thought about doing that, but I have to get better. I've been doing the electronic music almost 10 years, so I want to get I want to get my sound down. I still don't quite have my sound. I have all the synths of how I want them to sound, the drums, all that, but still kind of finding my place. So, but yeah, I wrote a screenplay and put that in a couple of contests and got to like the third level on a contest, and then they denied it. So I'm going to continue to work on that and try to sell that, and that'll be on the channel where that journey goes. And obviously I'm going to do how-to stuff for people doing the van life. I have I've got an air conditioner that I've been working on, like for people to do the van life and not have to pay a bunch of money or use a bunch of weight. If I hit the lottery, Fulton, I swear to God, I will give you some money. I don't know how much I'll give you, but I'll give you some money. I swear, if I hit the lottery, I promise. And I know I'll remember because of your name. Here's a little thing about movies. A big thing is the name. If you think about all the American movies that you've ever watched, I don't know if you watch American film or European film. I'm assuming because your name's Fulton, you might not be from America. I don't know, or the United States. So it's you might be. It sounds European, but I don't know. But they always like not the actors and actresses. I mean, obviously they have fake names sometimes too. Quentin Tarantino's, I believe his name was changed. Somebody, I either read that or somebody had said it on YouTube, but I believe he changed his name to Quentin. I don't think that's his actual birth name. Anyhow, um, names are like crucial inside of any type of movie. So, um, like the movie, check this out. So the movie Meet Joe Black, it was about a guy who was deaf and he came and wanted to experience life, right? His name's Joe Black. So like, a lot of people equate emptiness and death with black. So like that's an example of like where they do that stuff in the writing. Another movie is like John Wick. Like that has a very like distinct name and it just sticks out, you know. The Matrix movies, Neo, they never had a last name, and Mr. Anderson, he never had a first name, right? And they had Morpheus, they never had the first name. Like, so like names are like big things in cinema and movies and stuff when people write. So, let me find. I don't know what I did with that air conditioner. I'll find it so I can show you the prototype. I'm going to show people how to build an air conditioner, like a miniature one. I don't know where it's at. I'd have to go fart around back there and figure it out. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't now. So, let me see here. I bet you I can find it. I think I have it. Is that it? No. It's a charger for a drill. Let me see here. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? All right, so here, I'll give you an example. Okay, so, you see this right here? I want to be friends with everybody on the channel, man. I don't want to just be a channel where I get followers. Like, if we're on the channel, man, we're friends. We're social media friends. Well, not social media friends, I'm sorry. Because social media, like, that's what everybody thinks is friends now. Like, nah, man, like, yeah, we're friends, dude. So check this out. So this is called a Peltier cooling system, right? These can be rigged and reverse engineered depending on what you use to where this side is really hot and this side's really cold. And they're like little porcelain tiles, and you can develop a little air conditioning system for like a small area. Like let's say you work at a desk all day and it's really hot in the building, or like you work in a really dry place and you want cool air when you're working. For under $50 you can make one of these things, and I can show, and I'm going to do a how-to on how to make it, so that'll be on the channel too. So I guess it's like a creative channel, right? I don't try to, I've done what they've told me to the best of my ability with a lot of the stuff that's on the channel, like as far as putting thumbnails up, using keyword phrases, tagging certain things. But either I'm going to grow or I'm not going to grow, but I'm going to continue to make content. I'm going to continue to put up videos. I'm going to continue to do adventurous things until the day that I die. I'm going to continue to upload stuff that's adventurous. Like when I'm in Florida, we'll definitely go to a spring and I'll upload that. Like there's springs that you can swim in, and there's manatees that'll come right up to your feet. Like they'll come right up to the camera. They're completely unafraid of humans. They call them sea cows, and we'll put that kind of stuff on there. I'll go on hikes. I'll put that stuff up there. Me and my buddy Mark and his girlfriend are planning on. Jason Fleming, you the man. Be safe, baby. All right. I've known Jason since we were 10 years old. Anyhow, so I'll just continue to put stuff up on the channel until I'm cease to exist, right? Whatever. You know what was pretty cool that I found a couple of days ago? I was in a gas station, and there's this new thing for people. If you're having trouble, you call, I'm sorry. This is one of those rocks that you can find. It says "Be brave," If you need to talk, call or text the crisis line 988. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take that. Like, I mean, I know it's like a hotline. You talk to people if you're in crisis, but that's been like a big movement. It seems like lately people are like, I'm starting to see 988 lines all over the place. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Society's growing, wants to help people. I think that's pretty sweet. People made one of those awesome rocks where they paint it. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this on the Grand Canyon because it says be brave. I'm going to put it like on one of the really crazy, scary parts. Oh, excuse me. If I cross over it, I'll just set this there and be brave. So one of the areas, oh my gosh, woo! My shoes are stinky. Oh, man. What the hell? Anyhow, I'll roll the window down. Dude. So, the Hopi Indians, or the Hopi Indians, are in the Grand Canyon. And I'm definitely going to check that out for sure. Definitely want to check that out. See what a Hopi Indian reservation's like. I'm not going to do any live footage unless they tell me to. They tell me and give me permission to, because I don't want to, they might have like sacred things about electronics and all those different things. Thank you for taking. Thank you for taking. Oh, the rock, yeah, no problem. That's pretty sweet. Like, people go out of their way to, like, whoever did that was thinking about like somebody that needs to talk or whatever. Man, I can't lie. I'm frustrated about that money thing. If you want to hear somebody complain like a baby, go to the beginning of this video. I was so mad about my money. It's locked right now. And I have a bunch of it in the bank, but I can't get to it. It's frustrating. But at least the ladies were understanding, and they gave me a free pop. Oh, I want to show you something. It'll be on the, it'll be part of the canyon. But Tom O'Grady, God rest his soul, I'll show you a picture of him. He gave me this stick like 4 years ago, and it's a walking stick. And I'm going to be taking that down the Grand Canyon. I'm super excited about that. Let me show you a picture of Tom. He actually passed from COVID, man. The dude, I think he's been shot. Tom got shot 9 times. He was a police officer and he was in war twice. He got shot 9 times. He was a captain. He got shot 9 times. Had like 2 heart attacks. What else was it that happened to him? He had something with his legs were bad from being near the Agent Orange in Vietnam, and he had something else medically go wrong, and COVID unfortunately was what took his life. I mean, it sucked losing him, but I know I didn't lose my wallet. I know I came in here and put it somewhere, and I just got to find it. Hold on, I'll show you a picture of Tom. Oh, come on. Where is the damn thing? Where's the wallet? I had to put my stuff over here. Give me a second. I'll find it. Okay. I thought I put it right there. Where is that? Where is that? Give me 1 sec. We'll find it here. As long as I don't panic. Panicking does nothing. No matter how angry. Panicking does nothing. Oh, you know what? I definitely need this. That's my USB plug for plugging in my phone. You know what? I think it fell down the side of my seat. I thought to myself, put your wallet somewhere so you don't lose it. And then I set it somewhere, and then I forgot it where I set it. Play us a tune. Rob, I would play you a tune if my guitar was in tune and I'm missing a string. Got the wallet. All right. How did you know I played, Rob? Oh, you've been watching the whole time? So check it out. I do have my guitar, but again, I got a string that's broke, and I can't. So we'll check it out. I'll show you my buddy Tom O'Grady, who passed away. He's a good man. He gave me the walking stick. I always keep people close to me that I loved that passed. So I got pictures of them in my wallet, so they're kind of always there watching over me. I'll show you Tom real quick here. All right, there's Tom O'Grady. God rest his soul. It's my buddy Tom. That's what he looks like. Very handsome Irish man. You know what's great about Tom is he told me that country music came from Ireland, and I was like, wait, what's he talking about, And like the country sound and the twang that we know actually did come from Ireland. And he played me an Irish song that was like from the 1800s. And dude, it sounded exactly like American country. I was like, holy smokes. And he would sing it. And he would always sing terrible and out of tune. But he just didn't care, dude. He was an Irish guy who loved to sing, I miss him so much. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about him. I know I'm going to think about him on that canyon. Definitely going to think about him when I'm walking around. Totally safe, thinking, thank God Tom did that for me. All right, man. Yeah, Tom passed away from COVID. He, unfortunately, I mean, we all go eventually, but God was like, you know what? He's really funny, so he's coming with me. Sorry, Chris. He's done his goodwill. That dude, he used to help so many people. The one time, so I'll tell you a story about Tom. Well, like the one time, we get out of this pizza joint, right? And he's messing around with me, and he pulls out his 45. He's like, oh! I totally was like, oh! And then I like got an adrenaline rush because I knew he was messing around, and we started laughing about it. But he would call me Whistle Pig because I worked as a landscaper at the time, and he would call me up when I was working. What are you doing, Whistle Pig? What are you doing? Because he was retired from the police department, and I'd be like, I'm working, Grandpa, and like I'd get my buddies on the phone I was working with, and I'd be like, Grandpa, quit acting crazy, and he'd start saying goofy stuff. But then he figured out like I was kind of like I wasn't making fun of him. I was like telling my buddies he's like my grandpa. You know what I mean? He's really funny, and he would just hang up. He didn't like that, so I didn't do that again ever. But another one of the funny stories with him, one of the stories about the guy. So he was always giving away money. Like he would just give away. I didn't really take a lot of money. He'd buy me food, and he called me gas water because he knew I like carbonated pop. He'd buy me that all the time. And at the time, I was living on the bus, a 40-footer that I had converted into a home. But the one time, this girl he knew, her son got in some trouble, and he was accused of some stuff, and Tom was a police officer, and he knew the guy was trying to be a cop, and he's like, that kid didn't do this shit. I know people when they're lying. I know when they did something wrong. So Tom put up $5,000 for a lawyer to get the kid out of trouble, and he never got the money back either, but he's just such a good person. He passed away before he got the money back, but he still he did stuff like that all the time. He gave so many people so many things. I've got 4 lights in here that are from him. Like he would buy lights for me constantly. I've got a flashlight in here. It's a cop flashlight. That's from him. During COVID, like I would have when COVID first happened, I was like super concerned because it was like everything got shut down, and I used to call him every day. I'm like, man, I feel like there's something wrong, Tom. I feel like there's something wrong. I don't know why. I'm like worried that like the United States is getting taken over or something. Like the whole world's getting shut down. What the heck? And every day that dude would meet up with me and we'd go to this donut shop and just shoot the crap and talk and laugh and have a good time. God, man, I miss him so much. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about him the whole time I'm on the Grand Canyon because I'll have that stick, that walking stick that I got from him. So, yeah, I'm excited. Oh man, oh man, oh life is good. Yeah, life is unpredictable. That's for darn sure. I called my buddy Jimmy today. I'm like, Jimmy, I'm freaking out. He's like, oh yeah. He's like the 60-year-old dude that's just got like nothing bothers him. Yeah, yeah. Tom got shot 9 times. I don't. It was in. It was. It was either. I think it was like once in Nam, and then not shot once. He got shot a couple times in Nam, and then like once as a police officer, and it was just. He was a wild card, man. He was also. He was one of the proudest people I ever met in my life of what he did. I remember going into a back room of his one time, and every thing that he got from the Marines and being in war and being a police officer, it was all across the wall. It was just like neatly ordered. And he never really talked about it, you know? He just, I went in there one time and it was up there. He actually gave me a bunch of Vietnam stuff that was his, that I had interest in. He gave me a Vietnam book that was that he loved that I kept, and he gave me one of the booklets they would give Marines when they before they went into the jungle, like in a what is it like a situation where they have to like get things downstream, how to make fires with such and such, how to ration foods, all that thing, all those kinds of different things. So yeah, but yeah, all right, everybody. Just to give you a heads up, if you're gonna travel, don't travel with cash. Travel with a debit card and a credit card because they'll block the credit card if you start spending it from state to state, even if it's on gas. It's something that automatically happens, and I didn't know, and now I'm stuck till the morning time. Not because I don't have gas, but because I can't get the gas that I want to get in my car to go to the next state because I don't feel secure about not having more than enough money on me. And have a great night. Stay tuned. Appreciate the support. Fulton, thank you for subscribing. Go check out the videos if you want entertained. If not, no big deal. I'm going to upload every night live. We'll be uploading live from the Grand Canyon. I'll be uploading live from Arizona. I might go to Vegas for Halloween. I don't know yet. It depends if I can make some money Ubering. And appreciate everybody's support. Rock and roll. Later.